Hey YouTube, this is Dr. Light 19XX, and I want to show you my current Super Nintendo collection. It's not the biggest out there. I only have about 200 games for the console, but I have tried over the past several years to only get decent titles or titles that have seemed interesting to me at the time. But lately I've umped it up with it's got to be in decent condition or something like that. So some of these are in terrible condition, but we'll go ahead and get started. It's in order, alphabetically. That works for me. It's easier to find a game. So let's start off with a sports title. This is ABC Monday Night Football. Here is Arrow the Acrobat. American Gladiators. Okay, Arcade's Greatest Hits. Arkanoid. Batman. Batman. Battle Clash. Battletoads and Double Dragon. Tiny Toon Buster Busts Loose. Here is Combat Basketball. Bill Lambergs, or whatever is that? Lambers? I don't know. Haven't played it. Bill Walsh College Football. Bubsy 2. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Brawl Brothers. This is actually a game I recently just picked up. Played it a little bit. It's kind of a beat 'em up, but I'm not a big fan of it. It doesn't have that tender love that some of the beat 'em ups deliver. Here is Breath of Fire. I actually need the second one. I only have the first one. It's a good game. I just needed to play the second one. Brutal Paws the Fury. That's what I meant to say. Cool puzzle game. This is Bust-A-Move. Captain America and the Avengers. Castlevania. Need to also grab the Dracula X. Here is Clay Fighter. Now that is a hilarious fighting game, by the way. I love it. College Slam. Don't care. Don't like playing that. Cool Spot. Decent side-scrolling game until about 5 minutes into it, and then you get bored. Contra 3. Terrible label. Again, this is one of the games I picked up when I first started collecting, so I expect it to be not the greatest. I was just going on price and all that. Cutthroat Island. Again, pretty bad label, but I don't think I paid any more than $1 for it. Daffy Duck, which I actually didn't even know I had this game, so I actually probably should play that after this. Dirt Tracks. Now this is a game that I definitely bought several years ago because it's in terrible label, but fun game. Disney's Aladdin. This game is badass. The only thing that I don't like about it is how short it is. If I sit down and play it, I'll finish it within like an hour or two. It's really short. Disney's Goof Troop. That's another game that I really enjoyed playing as a kid. Replayed it recently. It's still fun, but it's not as fun as Aladdin. Donkey Kong Country. And Donkey Kong Country 2. And Donkey Kong Country 3. Now what would be cool is if I had the Donkey Kong competition card, but I ain't gonna spend the kind of money on that. Double Dragon 5. Dragon's Lair, which is surprisingly a good game. It's kind of underrated, not a lot of people have heard of it, but if you find this, pick it up, you may enjoy it. Here's Dream TV. Again, a game I actually didn't know I had. I should probably test it out. Earthworm Jim. Missing the second one. ESPN Speed World. F1 Pole Position. Family Dog. Switch hands real quick. Final Fight. Frogger. That game never gets old. Genghis Kong 2. I have a manual for this in my closet and a poster, I believe. This isn't really a game, it's a Game Genie, but I have it tucked away in the games. George Foreman's KO. Final Fantasy. Full Throttle. Home Alone. A little bit jacked up on the bottom sticker. The Hunt for Red October. Incredible Crash Dummies. Now I actually just picked this up about 2 or 3 days ago and I played it. It's actually a pretty fun game and a little bit quirky, but if you come across it, definitely pick it up. It's a pretty cool little platformer. It's kind of confusing though. Here's Joe and Mac. Again, kind of a beat up label, but still pretty fun. Here's Joe and Mac 2, Lost in the Tropics. Football! Judge Dredd. I can clean all this up. Too worried about that. Jurassic Park. Me and my brother used to play this a lot growing up. Ken Griffey Jr. Presents baseball. And his winning run. Killer Instinct. Probably one of my favorite fighting games of all times. I personally put it above Mortal Kombat, just because I played this game way before I even had a chance to touch Mortal Kombat, and I absolutely love this game. It's a very, very awesome game. Here's Kirby's Avalanche, another puzzle game. It's decently challenging, especially if you ump up the level. Lethal Enforcers. The Lion King. Pretty good game. Madden 95. Madden 96. Switch my arm back. Magic Sword. Again, another game that not many people have heard of. Pick it up, try to play it, see what you think. Here's Mario is Missing. I do not like that game. Mario Paint. It's a fun game. Mario's Time Machine. Game sucks. Mortal Kombat. I'm fairly sure this is the game that I like playing on with the Super Scope. One of them was really, really fun, and the other one was really, really bad. I think it's Mortal Kombat. The Metal Marines. I have the manual for this in my closet as well, but it's all stapled and beat to shit. Michael Jordan. Power Rangers. Let me try to scoot over real quick. Baseball. That's all I need to say. Monopoly. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 3. And Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate Fighting Game. Okay, we got Miss Pac-Man. NBA Jam. NHL 96. Hockey game. Stanley Cup. Out of This World. Interesting game, tough as shit to play. If you mess up one time you gotta start all over, and it's very frustrating. Paperboy 2. Pitfall. Populous. Got that a long time ago at a Goodwill and I still haven't even played it yet. Radical Psycho Machine Racing. It's a long ass title. RoboCop 3. Scooby-Doo. Again, this is a game I purchased a long time ago as indicated on the quality of the cart. Shadowrun. Now this is a underrated game as well. I actually picked this up from a Goodwill outside of my town, and I bought this and a couple other games for a grand total of right under $4. And I was surprised on how good of a game it was, but also it's kind of a pricey game. So I was really fortunate to find that. Shaq Fu. Sim City. And Sim Earth. And I actually got that complete. I'll show you that in a second though. Here's skiing and snowboarding. Sky Blazer, and this is the one of the games I got with Shadowrun at the Goodwill. Space Football, Space Invaders, Spawn. Again, this is a game I got way back then. I didn't care about the quality. I just wanted to pick it up and add it to my collection. Spider-Man X-Men. Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. And Street Fighter 2 Super. Street Fighter 2, I should say. Roll down here. Alright, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Street Fighter Alpha 2. That series has probably the most variants of the second game ever, or any game of that. So many damn 2 version of Street Fighter. Star Fox. Strike Gunner STG. Stunt Race FX. Sunset Riders. I did a trade on Craigslist for Pokemon Gold version for this. I had multiple duplicates of that game for some reason, and so it wasn't a big deal for me. Super Adventure Island. This game looks a lot like Joe and Mac. Honestly, I haven't played it yet. I should probably play it. Baseball Simulator 1000. My brother's favorite baseball game of that era. Battleship. Battleship. Super Battle Tank 2. Super Black Bass. Super Bomberman. Super Caesar's Palace. Why is everything so super about all these? Some of these aren't really super. They're actually pretty damn bad. Super Empire Strikes Back. Just a Super Game Boy. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Now that's a super game. Super Mario All-Stars. Super Mario All-Stars and Super Mario World. And I actually got real lucky finding this, because this card is going up in value a little bit. And I picked this up at the same flea market I've been going to for several years now. And I think I paid $5 or $6 for it. So that's really cool. Super Mario Kart. And this is actually one of the only games I own from my childhood. That one right there. Super Metroid. Super Off-Road. Super Pinball. Super Football. Return of the Jedi. This is a pretty good game. I like playing that. R-Type. Super R-Type. Super Smash TV. Super Star Wars. Super Strike Eagle. Couldn't talk. Super Tennis. Terminator 2. Tasmania. Tecmo Super Bowl. Tetris Attack. Tetris and Dr. Mario. Top Gear, a very good racing series, in my opinion. Top Gear 2, I favor the first one more than the second one. Second one got too technical, and I just wanted the simplicity of the game, and that one definitely delivered. Tournament Fighters, Ninja Turtles, Toy Story, True Lies, Schwarzenegger game, Turtles in Time. I don't have to say anything. I'm sure y'all heard everything about this. I'm not going to go into detail, but very, very good game, and I enjoy it. Uni Racers, very quirky racing game, and you can do cool tricks. That's about it. UN Squadron. Now, I was hesitant about playing this just because it was an aerial game, and I just got kind of tired and burnt out on so many types of games. But when I put this in, and not the fact that it was that, but when I really started paying attention, it was a Capcom game. I figured, why not give it a try? Huge Capcom fan, and this game is fantastic. Haven't beat it yet. It's actually very damn difficult. I don't know how to pronounce that. Wario Woods. At least the label's decent. The cart's not so hot. Wayne Gretzky. Something. Hate sport games. Super Widget. Huh. That's not in the right spot. Leave it on. Wild Snake. Oh man, Wing Commander, The Secret Missions, WrestleMania, Excalibur 2097, X-Men, that's a fun game, Yoshi's Island 2, Mario World 2, however you want to say it, Yoshi's Safari. This is actually a pretty fun game. The only thing I hate about this is, one, the bosses are super fucking easy, and then Bowser is just... The build-up was pretty good until you fought Bowser, and then it was just pathetic. Like, there was no complexity involved. Zombies Ate My Neighbors, probably one of the coolest damn games on the entire Super Nintendo library, in my opinion, as far as I played. Just off-the-wall, crazy, bizarre game, and it's just it's amazing. I love it. The music's awesome, the graphics are crazy, I like the enemies involved, and it's just a very well put together game. Zoop, have not played that. Alright, let's walk back down here. I have all of them out of the box, just because if I do want to play them, I don't want to ruin the box any more than I've got them. But here's Yoshi Safari, Battle Clash, Kirby Avalanche, Mario RPG, which is one of my all-time favorite RPGs. And pulling Mario off in the RPG spectrum was just fantastic. And how they did it, I don't know, but man, it was great. What is this? Scooby-Doo! Got a bad label, but a decent box. I don't know how that happened. Metal Combat, Kirby's Dream Course, Yoshi's Island, Sim Earth. I don't know if you can see back there, but there's Donkey Kong 2, Jurassic Park, Super Star Wars, and Donkey Kong 3. I'm going to walk over here real quick. Alright, my little Mega Man corner. Mega Man X. I've got some weird game player's guide for it, which I picked up at in some magazine I bought from eBay, and didn't even know that it had that in there, and I thought that was a cool little added bonus. Mega Man X2, Mega Man X3, Mega Man 7, Mega Man and Bass, and Mega Man Soccer. Now what's cool, these are all the games I grew up playing, and they're still in my collection, which is cool, because when I was a kid I traded a lot of these in, and luckily the only series I never got rid of ever was my Mega Man series, and every one of these carts, obviously except this not real game, was had my dad's signature on the back, you know, so we knew whose game was what. So it was pretty cool having all these still. Alright, and in here, I just have a lot of my Super Nintendo games in the Sega thing, just to kind of fill space, because I don't really have a lot of rare or very good Sega games. So I just put a lot of my favorite games in. But I have the Zelda with the manual, Final Fantasy II with the manual, Final Fantasy III, and this is actually my Super Mario World cart that I got for Christmas way back when I first got my Super Nintendo. This game has been beaten 100% through so many times, it's unreal. And it's not a cart. Let's see. Secret of Evermore, Secret of Mana with a poster, Super Mario RPG, Chrono Trigger. You know, I still haven't beat this game. I probably need to pick it up and play it. Evo, that is an awesome game. If you can find it for cheap, pick it up. I know the value on this game has gone up significant. But if you do find it, definitely get it. It's well worth it. It's a pretty awesome game obviously is about evolution, and it's pretty cool how you can customize your creature and you can evolve him the way that you see best fit. And I have Earthbound up here, and I actually got this game in a big box lot with several other games, including the Final Fantasy 2 and 3, and it included the Super Nintendo in the box up there. I got all that for $55, and I would have gladly paid $55 for Earthbound alone, but finding all that in a box was just awesome. So yeah. I think that's about it. Obviously, like I said, my Super Nintendo collection isn't that big, but I try to get a lot of the decent games. There's so many sport titles that it's unreal. Sport titles alone would probably make up for all the games I have right now in my Super Nintendo library, but I hate sport titles. I don't even care to play them. So yeah, this is Dr. Light 19XX. Let me know what you think. If you got a Super Nintendo collection that you'd like to share, post it. Feel free to. Till next time.